Hey guys, thanks for joining Team Inspiration's 5-day Get Re-Inspired group. This will be a 5-day video series that Linda, Meg, and I have put together for you guys. I'm really excited to do this group with you. I know a lot of you are feeling overwhelmed with your Beachbody business, super stressed out, and maybe just not sure where to start. And I get it. Life is crazy. Trying to fit a business like Beachbody into your already busy life can be difficult. Takes some real creativeness and determination. It's very easy to get caught up in all of the stuff of running a business like Beachbody. Challenge groups, trainings, coach pages, trying to keep up with your customers. What do I say to my customer? How many times should I be talking to them? When should I post? How many times should I post? Just thinking about all of this stuff makes my head literally spin. So I can imagine how you guys are feeling. Over the next 5 days, we will be sharing some really awesome tips to keep you on track and help you feel less overwhelmed. By the end of this week, our hope is that you will feel much more relaxed and less stressed out, so you can feel more confident in your ability to be successful as a Beachbody coach. So before I get into that, I just wanted to share kind of the short version of my story about when I first became a Beachbody coach. So you probably know some of my story, that I decided to be a coach after I had a failed heart surgery in 2011, May of 2011. At that time I was sick of being sick, sick of being overweight and not in control of my body, and I really felt out of control of my life overall. So in general, what did I do? I decided to go all in. I became a coach, and I also decided to go back to school for ultrasound. Looking back, I probably am not sure why I did all that, but such is life, and we learn from what we've done in the past, and I definitely have learned a lot over the past few years, and so I was accepted into the ultrasound program through University of Maryland, and it's full-time. So that means I was at school 9 to 5 every day. I had lots of homework, lots of projects, and lots of hours rotating through local Baltimore hospitals. So, oh, and by the way, I have 4 young children at home, ages from 4 to 13. So it was a lot. I get it. Life is busy. Life can be insanely busy. Being busy is okay. Being busy is a good thing. That's how we accomplish big things. But being overwhelmed about being busy and being overwhelmed about everything you have to do is not okay. And that's what we're going to fix this week, okay? So anyway, I signed up originally as a discount coach, like many of us do, but I knew deep down that this was something that I really wanted to do. I love the results that I was getting, and I wanted to share it with everyone. So I would spend every chance I get on my phone, in between classes, on my phone messaging, even, you know, in my taking bathroom breaks, and I'm on my phone, and I'm not joking, and I know I'm not the only one that's done this, so that's okay, but it can really be a lot, and if you're not in control of this busyness, then that's when you have a problem. That's when you start to get really overwhelmed, and if you're not careful, it can really consume you. If you're finding yourself on your phone doing Beachbody, or on your computer doing Beachbody, when you're supposed to be with your family or somewhere else that's important, that you're supposed to be doing that's important, that you're supposed to be in the moment with, and you're not, then that's a problem. I don't know about you guys, but I did not join this business to work 24/7. I did this for more freedom, right? Like, no one wants to work 24/7, and you don't have to. That's not what this is about. So to do that and get where you want to be, you really have to be intentional about how you work this business. And it doesn't mean we have to work 24/7, okay? 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there is fine if that's all you've got. I will be doing 15 minutes there, 15 minutes here and there in February when I have this baby, number 5. So, and that's totally fine, and I'm not worried that my business is going to go down the toilet in February. Yeah, I'm not worried at all. You can make it happen. So, I became a diamond coach in July of 2013, which actually is just 1 month before I graduated from ultrasound school. So if I can get to diamond, you certainly can too. Yeah, it took me 2 years to get to diamond, which is probably a little bit longer than most people, but it is possible to fit getting there into your busy life and not have your life suffer at the same time. Having a strong reason for wanting to be successful is really going to help, and we're going to talk more about that tomorrow. That's going to be the focus of tomorrow's video. So I graduated at the top of my class in ultrasound school at the same time that I achieved diamond rank. Is that because I am a super smart genius? I don't think so. It's because I wanted it, and I was consistent and didn't give up. So that's all you need to be successful. So with that all being said, now you know my story. Being a coach is probably a lot simpler than you think. So challenge groups are 90% of what we do. If you focus on just finding people, even just 3 people, who want or need to do a challenge group, then you will be a successful coach. Whether or not they buy something from you, just put them in a group. If you do just this one thing, you will continue to grow your business. Some coaches require that customers purchase a challenge pack before they are allowed into the challenge group, and if that's great and you want to run a free group on the side, that's totally fine, however you want to do it, but let them in a group, because what will happen is they will see everyone else posting pictures of their shake and posting pictures of their workouts and getting results, and then they're going to want to do it too. So just because they're not ready for a challenge pack when you originally asked them does not mean that they're going to say no forever. Just keep doing what you're doing, showing them that you're getting results, putting them in the groups with other people that are getting results, and then it kind of falls into place. So as you're focusing every day on inviting people to do these challenge groups with you, and that's the one thing that you're focusing on, and that's to work your business, and that's great. But how do you handle the rest? The rest of the things that I was talking about in the beginning that can really overwhelm you. The first thing you should do to get yourself organized is to make a to-do list every morning. I'm going to show you how I do my list, because I think it'll help you organize yours a little bit better. I learned this system from one of the books that I'm going to share with you in a little bit. But it's about prioritizing your to-do list to make sure you're getting the things done that you need to get done that day. So the first step is to write down everything that you need to do that day. It doesn't matter what order it's in, just write down as soon as you wake up, before you check Facebook, before you check your back office, before you do anything. I write down a list, and I have a notebook. It's over there. I have a notebook that I write it down every day, just brain dump into all the things that I want to get done. And then once you have your list of things that you want to get done that day, take a look at your list and put a letter A next to the things that absolutely must be done today. And then so go through and put an A next to everything that must be done today. And then look at the remaining list and ask yourself, what should be done very soon? And today would be nice. Those are letter B's. Everything else gets a letter C. So the third step is to look at all of the A items, everything that you said must be done today, and find the thing that is the most number one important thing that is done today. It is the most crucial thing that you must do today. So, and put a number 1 next to that. So you'll have A1. Okay? And then go through the rest of the A's and put a 2, 3, 4, however many A's you have in order of importance. So then you go through the B's, and then you go through the C's. And then you rewrite your list, you reorder your list if it's online. I like a notebook to keep track. I like the physical aspect of crossing off lists, and if you're a list person, you know what I mean. But now you've reordered it. Now you've got at the very top of your page, A1, this must be done today. So that's what you do first. And it may not have been something that you really wanted to do first, but you just made it important. So that's the first thing you do. So this system of prioritizing your to-do list will keep you from wasting time on things that may not be important. Getting caught up in Facebook and notifications and responding to people. I'm guilty of that too. We all are. I think we can really get lost in Facebook world if we're not careful. So even if you don't check everything off at the end of the day, you will know that you completed the most important things first. So I promise you will feel much more accomplished if you have gotten those important things done first. So if anybody has any questions about my to-do list, please post them below this video, and I'll be happy to help you or go through a to-do list with you and help you figure out those kind of things. So the next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about is personal development. I know you probably have heard this a bunch of times and are sick of it. But personal development is the key to your business. It's one of the 3 vital behaviors for a reason, right? Invite, be a product of the product, and personal development. And I can tell you that all of the top coaches in the company say that personal development is non-negotiable. It must be done. And when I started taking just 10-15 minutes a day on personal development, my business really did change. So it really is important. It's worth it, even if you can only do 5-10 minutes a day. Get it done. So I'm going to share with you my favorite personal development books. So I like to read books, but if you don't like to read books, there's also, you can listen in the car. There's the app called Podcast. I use that for listening to the National Wake Up Call. It's all on there saved, and you can fast forward to the part you want to listen to. And because I never have time to listen to them when they are live. And also an app called Audible, where you can search books to listen to in the car. Those are 2 really great resources if you don't like to read books. But for me, I like to read front to back. That's just how I am. I make a lot of dog ears for important quotes or something that I think is there. And then what I do is when I'm stressed out or overwhelmed, I pick up any one of my books, find a page that I had flipped down, and try to find the message there, or trying to find the good quote there. And at the very least, it'll make me feel better for that moment. So I have a couple books that I want to share with you. The first one is The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. This was given to me by Beachbody. It is the #1 best book you can pick for personal development. If you don't pick any other book, do this one. I make this part of our Coach Basics training for a reason. And honestly, this book is good for life in general. It teaches you a lot of lessons about making small changes that add up to really big results. Small changes, big results. That's the compound effect. That's the theory behind it. So this works for losing weight too, right? You can't lose 50 pounds overnight. We know that, but I know a lot of people want to try that. So this is my go-to book for all new people, Coach Basics training, anybody, life in general. I want my friends and family to read this because this book is life-changing, and literally it'll take you a day to read. So definitely pick this book. Next book I want to share with you is Entre Leadership by Dave Ramsey. This book I'm going to use in our Emerald to Diamond training because it's more about leadership and those kind of principles. And I'm reading this one right now. I'm almost done, but I really, really like this one. I got how to do the to-do list out of this book. And there's something called the momentum theorem in here too that I'm going to go over in our diamond training for leaders that want that. But this is a really good book too. I have a few books from John Maxwell because I really like John Maxwell and for his business stuff. This is his 15 Invaluable Laws of Growth. This is another one that Beachbody gave away for Reaching Success Club or something. I don't really remember, but it was another one that I had gotten from Beachbody. Another kind of leadership book. So if you're feeling more like you want to learn about leadership information, this one is really good for that. Another one by John Maxwell is Failing Forward. I like this one a lot. I literally have so many pages turned down in this book because there was a lot of good information. It can be a difficult read, and I know not everybody likes John Maxwell's style, but there is a lot of good information in it. It's about learning from your mistakes so you're not making the same mistake twice, and failing forward, using what you've done and learning from it and not being upset or down when things go wrong. So I pick this book when I feel like nothing's going right. Everything I post is a bust. Everything I do is a mistake. So I pick up this book, and this book will give me some inspiration to fail forward, basically. My last book by John Maxwell is Put Your Dream to the Test. I haven't read this yet. I heard from other leaders how awesome it was, so I immediately went out and got it. It just came in the mail. So I'm looking forward to reading this one. This one is about goal setting and having big dreams and how you can achieve them. So I'm going to check this one out. Next book I have is Go Pro by Eric Worre. This is another book that was given to me by Beachbody. This one is okay for me. It's not my favorite. It's about network marketing, which is what Beachbody is, but it's more salesy. But if you aren't familiar with the principles of network marketing, I would definitely check this one out. It's, again, really tiny. You can read this one in 45 minutes and put it on your shelf to reference later if you want. The last book I'm going to share with you is Jab, 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 Right Hook by Gary Vaynerchuk. This is another one that I just got. I just started reading it, so I'm only on like chapter 2 or something, but it's about posting on Facebook. It's about social media, when to post, how to post, the difference between posting on Facebook and Instagram, and basically giving you a lot of tips on how to share your story on social media in a way that's going to be most responsive to your audience. And for me, Facebook is at least 90% of my business, or social media in general, besides people looking at me and saying, oh, what are you drinking? What is that? I want to try that too. That happens, but a lot of the time, most of the time, I'm posting on Facebook or Instagram and finding people through social media. So this one is a really good one if you want to learn more about that. If you're not very familiar with how to use social media with your business, this one is really good for that. Okay. So the bottom line is to keep it simple. When you're not sure, go back to those 3 vital behaviors: inviting people to challenge groups, being a product of the product, making sure you have your shake every day, making sure you're getting your workouts done, and personal development, which I just talked about. Focus on just the people who need your help, just finding people that need your help. Don't focus about Success Club points. Don't focus on, getting a sale. Just focus on who can I help today? Who are 3 people I can help today? And when you put people first and think of it that way, the rest falls into place, I promise. So our lives are always going to be busy, right? If you quit coaching right now, would you still be a busy person? In 5 years, would you still be a busy person? The answer is probably going to be yes, and I would say the same. But if you can find that balance in your life and find time to do your business, even if it is only 15 minutes here and 15 minutes there, like I was saying, and I will be doing again, your business will grow. And you'll start seeing those freedoms that come along with having a strong Beachbody business. And then you'll have more time. But you really have to be passionate about it. You have to want it. And you have to know why you want it, which again, we're going to go over tomorrow. I'm really excited to talk to you guys about that. Otherwise, when you're really busy, you're going to be much more likely to throw your hands up and quit. So again, keep it simple and you'll find that balance to be successful in your business. So like I was saying, tomorrow we're going to talk more about finding your why. Why are you doing this in the first place? And how to use your why to keep you going when the going gets tough. We will have a lot of tips and tools that we're going to be sharing with you the rest of the week to make sure that your business is kept simple so that you're not overwhelmed. This is your business, okay? It's your choice to do this business, and it's your choice what you want to do with it. So if you get a chance and you have any questions or any thoughts that you want to share from today's video, go ahead and post them below this video link in the group. And that's all for today. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Bye.